What's up, guys? I'm here sitting in front of what is a very special car, well, to me at least, and honestly a car that I haven't really talked about or been open about for quite some time. But nonetheless, let's take a moment and backtrack as to what's been going on this past weekend. I know in the last vlog I kind of started off with going up north and going to go see my buddy go graduate from the Marines, but as time went on, I honestly didn't vlog anything at all. I was up there and I just kept everything just off the camera, just enjoyed the time I was with my friends, my best friend and my buddy Santi, who just became a Marine. So to be honest, I had one of those moments where it was just like preferred off the camera, you know what I mean? I could have vlogged a lot of stuff, but while on base, I couldn't really do much because they had asked us not to really record much on there. I mean, yes, we could have done the graduation ceremony and whatnot, but just overall, there was just a lot of things that I couldn't record. So I just, out of respect for not only for my buddy, but also for the military, I just didn't record, period. Because I didn't want to be like, oh, I have like someone come and be like, hey, you can't do that. I'm like, okay, so you know what I mean? So anyways, look, a Lamborghini. Interesting. Speaking of supercars, that sounded very beautiful, to be honest. Apart from all that, I'm, like I said in the beginning of all this, I am standing in front of a car that, again, I have not been very open about. A few of you guys may actually know about this car because I've told you about this car. But without further ado, here she is. 2005 CL500, and she is on the ground, boys. This used to be my buddy Corey's, and he sold it to me for a good price, to be honest. And honestly, it still runs and drives. Well, used to run and drive, but right now it doesn't drive due to the fact that the oil pan kind of got destroyed upon delivery. And there are also a few other things that he took off the car that he told me he'd be putting back onto the car. So this is basically what's going on with the car right now. So once he has some free time, we'll go ahead and we'll put this car back together because the interior has to be redone. Put my seat back. It has full-on race bucket seats, which are comfortable as hell. The center console, we're putting a new system in there, so it has like touchscreen capabilities as well as keyboard capabilities, and we may install a sound system. We're not sure on that just yet, and by we I mean me, because it already has a good sound system, but we'll see what's what when it comes down to the car. Not only that, but also getting a full exhaust system redone on this car. It doesn't have any mufflers. It doesn't have any cat. Well, it does have cats, but they're punched through. The secondaries are also punched through, and then it has no resonator and no muffler. So I'm just gonna redo the entire exhaust system on this car. So once all that's done, then I'll go ahead and clean her up, restore the headlights, and you'll see me cruising around in this baby because this is my big boat, my big body Benz right here. I may get some newer wheels, actually, to be honest, to kind of poke out a little bit. The suspension actually is still on the car. The OEM suspension is just disconnected, so that's why it sits on the ground. There's the pump for, I think, the pump for the air suspension ride, or the ABC, or whatever you want to call it in this, because I believe this car had the ABC system in it. It's not connected, so therefore there is no air going into the lines and pumping up the suspension, so that's why it's on the ground. So this is my other baby girl here, and well, not gonna lie, I did not expect to take delivery of this car so soon at all. And to be honest, I'm kind of happy that I have it because you don't really see these things on the road anymore. Honestly, you really don't. I mean, you will see maybe one or two, maybe, like, to be honest, I can count the many cars I have, the many CLs, specifically this body style CL I have seen. I can count on like one hand the amount I've seen in the past 3 months. I mean, the other day I did see a CL600. I was right next to Walmart, and it was, I think it was day after New Year's I saw it. Before that, I saw a CL55 AMG coming from Fort Lauderdale. Or no, it's coming from Miami. There was a CL55 just driving along. That thing was beautiful, not gonna lie. It was absolutely beautiful. Like, these cars, again, you don't really see very much of them. I mean, they're not the best looking cars, but they are beautiful cars at the same time. I mean, this was before Mercedes really started cutting corners with their luxury. I mean, they're still a luxurious brand, but this was the time, around that time, where before, like I said, they were cutting corners on their luxury, because you honestly don't see a car like this with this type of elegance anywhere at all. Like, that car, you see that face and you just know that's Mercedes right there. It's not AMG, this is Mercedes. This was, again, a time where elegance and beauty and luxury was kind of more of a top priority. But literally after all that, like, I want to say more towards 2007, 2008, just the way they started looking at luxury is just kind of declined from there. And me being a Mercedes fanboy, I guess you can call me that. I've been a fanboy of Mercedes for years, to be honest. And whenever they brought out this last CL after this, it was alright. Don't get me wrong, it was a beautiful car. I mean, it wasn't the best looking one, but could have been better. And then they went from the CL, and now they call it, and now it's the S-Class. So, I mean, basically it was the S-Class, but I remember when everything used to have its own thing. Like, the E-Class Coupe was the CLK. There was never a C-Class Coupe at all, to be honest. And then you had the SLKs, which are now the SLCs. And you have the SLs, which are now just AMG only. Then you got, let's see. I mean, the G-Wagon's still a G-Wagon. That'll always be a thing. You also have, let's see, the CLK GTR. Like, you don't see another car like that. You don't see Mercedes doing stuff like that. Like, the CLK GTR, big V12, race car, basically a race car for the streets. You don't see Mercedes or any car company doing what they used to do back in the day. Honestly, like, the love for racing and the passion for racing has just gone away over the years. And it has, honestly, me as when I was growing up with all, listening and learning about all these cars, like, I was genuinely like ecstatic to be able to one day maybe see a car like that. And now it's just like everybody wants to go electric, and then not only that, but they don't really make fantastic cars like that. Like, literally, my opinion, the last fantastic car that they honestly made was the C63 AMG Black Series. I say the Black Series because literally that was like the last like full-on like track car, but it was made for fun. It wasn't made for the track, it was made for fun. Hey guys, sorry about that. My camera died, and to be honest, I also got into a bit of a situation with my dad to where he needed my help with something, so I wasn't really able to continue on with where I was going with the CLK, and really how brands really just kind of strayed away from doing stuff like making the cars like the CLK or the Porsche Carrera GT. Like, they don't really make cars like that anymore. Like, you have the 918, but again, they don't really make cars the way they used to. But to be honest, I'm gonna end this vlog a little short. Right now I'm currently fixing some things here in the AMG right now. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that, I guess, sort of informative upload. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Also, go ahead and leave a little bit of a comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys enjoy this upload, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Jay out.